Hello and welcome to Retrotainment Recast. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am back. It's been a
Woo!
while.
Good to see you,
And
bro.
cheers, thank you, thank you. Glad to be back, glad to be back. And we are here, and it's King, it's the champ Greg, and we are doing a razor. How do you find this, lads?
I love it. Love
Yeah.
it. If this doesn't describe the most Arnie role that isn't
Alright.
Arnie role ever.
Yeah. I mean, how many Arnie movies have we done now?
This is 4, is it?
Well, we
I
should
know
definitely aim to do them all at some point.
We've done Predator,
Predator we did.
Commando.
Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be 3, is it?
This might be the
Three.
third. Might be
Yeah.
the third.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
it's always good going back and watch them. Did we do? No, that's a lie. Never mind.
this is the most un-Arnie role that Arnie done, and then obviously he went on to do End of Days as well.
Yeah.
Very little to no one-liners, I don't think, in this one.
There's a few.
A little few.
There's a few.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't be an
sure.
Arnie movie without them, would it?
Well, that's it. That's it. Now, me being unpracticed in this, I actually, when I was making this list and the list I have in front of me, I don't have the character names in front of me, which is very unlike myself.
Unprofessional.
So I'm going to I'll be calling out the actual actors, and you can call out the names of the characters there for me if you want, because I don't.
Yeah,
have
you'll see it on my list anyway. I have the names there.
Same.
Great. That'll help. That'll help.
Yeah.
Speaking of, lads, get those lists in. Come on.
Get it into you. Bite the
Hey.
pillow.
There you go.
Come on now, champ. No delay.
They're in. They're in. They are in, my friend.
Perfect.
In.
I got him there. Great. So, champ, we're going to kick you off. We're going to
Don't
start
kick me off.
Hopefully we kick him off.
Well, the way you two are down in the group chat, I'm fully expecting to be picked off
You
here.
know, that's the thing. That's the thing. So we'll kick it off with we do Cromwell.
I'd say we did do Cromwell there, who
Yeah.
was William Donahue.
William Donahue.
William Donahue, yeah.
This man's just a fucking genius, isn't he?
He is.
He was in like every big movie in the 90s ever.
Yeah.
He's great, and he plays any kind of character. He can play the loving character really well. He can play the dickhead character that we see here,
You can play
or
a
the
farmer.
dickhead and loving character like in Green Mile.
You can play a farmer
Sure.
like in Babe.
Remember that? That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do. I quote that line almost every day.
Yeah.
After every insurance call. That'll do, pig. That'll
There
do.
you go.
Ding 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 ding.
I had a couple of names for this one that I batted around. I had a couple of names I batted around. I have a second down because I rewrote the list. Jim Parsons was one. I just couldn't
Elton.
picture him being I couldn't picture him being that sadistic that he had to kill himself.
Yeah.
Just never really settled on. But I settled on Hugh Laurie, House himself,
Hugh Laurie's not a bad pick. Yeah. Okay.
who's obviously taken a little bit of a step back from acting. Who's only done smaller roles now.
Yeah.
I think this would be a grand little issue for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you could picture him doing that scene, obviously, where he shoots himself,
Yeah,
giving out and screaming and making it about Gordon.
I know myself. That scene is where I kind of cast this guy.
Yeah.
Mainly that scene.
Yeah.
How about yourself, King?
So I had a couple of factors for these choices. I'm trying to stick, like I used to do in the early days, stick to kind of similar ages. You know.
What, lose?
Well, that's like not a, you know, you don't have to talk about that. He's very gracious champ, isn't he, Carl?
I know. Yeah, that ego. That ego.
Well, anyway, I was thinking again of that particular part where he shoots himself.
Yeah.
He would be fucking crazy enough, but yeah, can be controlled as well. And there was an actor that we mentioned a few weeks ago that he could do any role, and I went with Nicolas Cage.
Yeesh.
Nicolas Cage, okay.
I do like Nicolas Cage. I just don't see him taking. I know we've said before that he's showing up in random things, but with his star being on a resurgent rise, is he going to take a tiny part like that?
It's a tiny part, but it's a strong part as well, though. When you think about it in the whole context of the film, you know.
Is it though really? Like he comes in, he blames her, and then he shoots himself. I wouldn't exactly say the strongest role I've ever seen anybody play.
No, not their strongest role, but a strong role in the story when you think about it. So.
Oh, you definitely remember that scene anyway.
Yeah.
I do like Nicolas Cage now, but
Nicolas Cage loves those kind of scenes where he likes to, show himself.
he also likes money.
Yeah, so I mean,
he does like to scream.
Yes.
I'll tell you what Ted got. Ted went in there with Matthew Modine.
Matthew who?
Oh,
Matthew Modine.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's a winner. He was Eleven's dad or doctor in.
Oh yeah.
He was also the dad in Thorn. Good shout now. That's a very good fucking
That's
shout.
a good shout. That would win.
Tom went with Jeff Daniels.
Okay. Probably too much of a likable character, but
I went with someone who, although sometimes he does get the leading role, he probably shouldn't at this stage. I went with Liam Neeson.
Okay.
No.
No,
he was the last. He was the last person I cast in this. I found it difficult to do that casting, but I thought
I would say if you went judge, you wouldn't have went near Liam Neeson for that pick.
Maybe not.
I think out of all of the picks that we've gotten to, that's probably the lowest for me.
Fair.
Now Ted's one's head and shoulders above mine anyway, so can't anything.
Yeah, Ted. I say Ted nailed that one. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to give that to Greg.
Okay.
Euler is a better pick there.
Yeah, no problem.
I like Nicolas Cage, and he is a very good actor, and people give him a lot of shit because he found in a load of jobs, but he's just too big again at the minute.
That's fair.
And I don't know whether any of you have seen. Have you seen his Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent?
I couldn't watch it.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, it's fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. Him and Pedro Pascal are just gas.
Right. Next we'll go with one of the kind of ruffians. We'll go with Rolston.
Yeah, so J-Scar.
J-Scar, yeah.
Yeah.
Me, so.
King, kick us off here.
Well, Mark Rolston is a very specific type of actor, isn't he? Really, but
he's a nobody.
He's a nobody. So I don't know an awful lot of nobody. So I'm not confident that I'll get this point. But I kind of went for someone who can play a bad guy and play a good. I went with Michael Shannon. Might be a bit too big for the role. I mean, I get that, but I still think he could do it though.
Michael Shannon could play a black female. He's that good.
Yeah.
But I think that part is far too small for Michael Shannon.
That was the last role I cast, and I was kind of like, I need something, so I had,
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. So.
I went with obviously J-Scar because he has a big scar on his face. I went with someone who has a couple of scars on his face. I went with Tommy Flanagan here.
Who?
He was Chibs in Sons of Anarchy. He was what would you know him from? You watched Sons of Anarchy, didn't you?
No. I don't like Ron Perlman.
No. You don't what?
I don't like Ron Perlman, so I didn't go near it.
Right, what would you know him from?
Tommy Flanagan. Let me have a quick look. If not by,
you'll 100%.
if not by
100% know what he's in.
default, it's gonna go to King.
He's in
I
Braveheart.
don't
He's in
know.
Braveheart.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He's in Gladiator, Braveheart.
Okay, yeah, I kind of recognize him.
Yeah, and he has the 2 big scars on his face. Obviously,
Face
hence
off.
the name J Scar.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah. And I 100% don't see Shannon taking one
That
who's
role.
probably less of a character than James Cromwell.
True. Ted went with Giovanni Ribisi.
Oh, Ted's on it tonight. Ted is on it tonight.
Not a bad pick. And Tom went with Frank Grillo.
Tom's in.
Myself,
Frank Grillo plays the ultimate bad guy.
I went with Michael J. White.
Oh, he's far too big. He's far too big to be a little small henchman that gets eaten by an alligator.
He's playing the muscle. Come on.
I get where you're going, but I think he's far too not big in name, but big in stature.
Yeah, I know. I like Michael J. White there.
I do like Michael J. White though. We won't talk about Spawn though.
Fair. I'm gonna have to give it to Greg just because I think Michael Shan's way too big of a name.
Yeah, no problem.
Unfortunately.
I do like Shannon. I do. I put him into anything, but I couldn't put him there.
Well, like I said, that was a kind of a last gasp, so I don't mind that one.
Yeah,
I can see where you were going with it.
Yeah, but he is too big. I agree with you, Paul. I was just like I don't know an awful lot of lower end actors that would.
Yeah, no, that's fair. We'll go with the kind of last of the non-main cast here, Pastorelli, which was I would
have said the Chief here, probably.
Chief Beller, yeah.
But that's where he comes in, and he's quite big later on.
All right, okay, so.
Now that's just me. You're the judge. You can pick. But that'd be my opinion.
If you want, I don't mind. I can go with Coburn.
Yeah. What a random role for James Coburn.
Yeah. It's a bit
What
mad.
an actor, though. What an actor.
Great actor.
Right. I batted around loads, and it was only that I was in work the other day, and we were talking about something, and we were talking about Breaking Bad. I went with Dean Norris here, who plays Hank in Breaking Bad.
What's his name?
Dean Norris, who played Hank in Breaking Bad.
Fair.
He plays a great cop, and obviously could play a great chief, I'd say.
Yeah, that's fair.
King?
So, again, trying to stick, towards the ages thing. And I went with someone who's a bit older than what James Coburn was back in that. And I did check he's still active. He still is active, apparently. I went with Tommy Lee Jones.
He's still active, all right. He has a new coming out this year.
Yeah. So.
I'm not sure how he's still active, but
I know, yeah.
He is still active.
Ted would be clean sweeping this, by the way, if he was gone. He went with Pierce Brosnan.
I considered it, believe it or not.
I don't see that one now. Well,
Tom went with J.K. Simmons.
Oh, Simmons is the shout, isn't it?
Myself, I think
he might be too big now, though, is he, Simmons?
I think so, yeah.
He is jacked.
Myself, I went with Donald Sutherland.
That's a good shout there. Yeah, very similar to Coburn.
Yeah, that's
Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland. Yeah. I know
the man who's 88 years of age.
He's 88. He is.
88 years of age.
He is.
As the chief of the FBI. 88 years of age.
He can look younger. That beard is.
No, he can't. No, he can.
That
And you've-
beard is wonderful.
I mean, you could
you've
have
given him
said
you-
Kiefer Sutherland.
and you've
I'm
given
not
him
a big fan of
a
Kiefer.
2-0 lead, Carl. That's disgraceful.
Because your picks were dirt.
Your pigs weren't great, in fairness.
Oh, I know.
I don't know why, but I'm liking that
Ted's
one.
not on this.
What?
Thank
You
God Ted's not on this.
Yeah. Ted's or Greg, sorry, your man's name that you picked, I can't remember his name. I do like the actor.
Dean Norris.
Dean Norris, that's it. Not
But
for
all
this
Hank
role.
Schrader.
Not for this role though.
What's really not for this role? It's pretty much the role he plays in Breaking Bad.
I don't know.
He plays the chief of narcotics in Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
And he can't spot that his brother-in-law is the bad guy. And just like he can't spot that his second in command is the bad guy in this one.
I'm gonna shock you, lads. I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, well, that kind of ends that.
Huh?
At least it's not a
That kinda
whitewash.
ends
That's the way I look at that. Yay!
Yeah, so it's going to be 2-1 to King. That might be a bad pick on my end, but I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I've seen Dean Norris in some other stuff, and that's maybe why I don't see him in this role. But
I have not.
fair, that's fair. So now we'll go to Pastorelli's character, Johnny Castelloni.
Yeah.
The gangster from the Bronx.
That's it. Now, what I will say, I'm the happiest with my pick from this one.
I like my pick here.
I'm really happy with my pick here because you're getting this kind of rotund guy, let's say, New York rotund fucker. That's where I went.
Over the top. So it's with me, isn't it?
Yes,
Straight in, no lube. We went with Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Okay,
Line it up with 3-2.
you got Jonah Hill as well.
Jonah Hill 2.
Okay. Jonah Hill was a backup of mine. But I went with
Well, then you lose.
I went with someone who wasn't as big a name as Jonah Hill.
Okay.
For the smaller role, I went with Dan Fogler.
Who?
Dan Fogler. He was Balls of Fury, and he was also the baker in the Harry Potter spin-off.
Oh, I know. And he was in. Did you see
no.
Walking Dead?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good pick.
No. Did you see Good Luck Chuck? No. You stop that right now. You stop that right now.
Might have seen Good Luck Chuck. Ted went with Michael Pena. Which
No, I don't like that one because he's supposed to be an American.
Yeah. And Tom went with Jon Favreau.
Ooh. He might be that little bit too old to be him, but I could see that. I could see Favreau.
Yeah, Favreau's not the worst pick.
There's a picture of Jonah Hill when you Google him now, and he's in like a weird suit, and I was looking at it going, you. You can picture him with the slick back hair and everything.
Yeah.
Fair. What do you think? Did we go with...
I had to go Lee here.
Yeah, we kind of have to go with Lee.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, fair. Let's go Lee. Let's go Williams.
Right. Vanessa Williams, huh?
What a woman.
Oh, yes.
What a random role again for somebody.
Yeah,
but then again, you don't turn down an Arnie movie, do you?
Yeah. There's a female lead, but I mean, not the biggest name and stuff, which is kind of what I went with here. I think myself.
I went with a decent name. Like Vanessa Williams has a big name, but not a huge name.
Yeah.
I went with someone that was in Marvel. I went with Zoe Saldana here. Not a huge name. Probably a better actor than Vanessa Williams was at this stage of her career.
Yeah. Well, Zoe Saldana was great. great actress, and she is statistically the most profitable actress of all time.
Well, yeah, look, well, that's not entirely her thing. That's just she got cast in Avengers, which all four of them went on to be fucking.
Not only the Avengers, she's
Yeah.
also done the two Avatars as well.
Oh, is she in the Avatar? Is she?
She's the lead Navi.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
yeah. So she's
But
been
Avatar, shite though.
she's been in what three of the 4 of the top 5 highest.
I was only
grossing films of all
looking
time.
this up in work the other day about something else. James Cameron has 4 of the top 5.
Yeah,
Not surprised.
which is insane.
He's shite as well.
Anyway,
He's not really, but
King.
Yeah. I went with someone who's not really that active anymore. Well, at the moment, as far as I know, she's not. She's not like not stopped or nothing. I went with Mila Kunis.
oh no,
Okay.
she's not active. I know that. She's got a couple of new movies coming out. She plays a junkie in one of them, and she was phenomenal.
She's a great actress. Yeah.
I really
She is,
like him.
great,
Yeah.
great voiceover. But I don't
Yeah.
see her doing this.
Ted went with Vanessa Hudgens, which
I could see that.
don't
I could see that.
really like it. And I really don't like Tom's. He went with Emily Blunt.
Oh no, the summer champ or the Christmas champ taking a swing and a miss there.
Yeah. My backup was Zoe Kravitz. But I ended up going with Zazie Beetz.
I don't know who that is.
Zazie Beetz. Sounds like a headphones.
She played Domino in Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good show.
Yeah, I have no idea. Though, yeah, I've seen Deadpool too. That's it. Joker was shy.
She's starting to do a couple things.
I see. She's gonna be in the new Joker.
Yeah.
She was in the original Joker too. That was shy.
Oh, I loved it.
I thought Joker was great.
I thought it was shite, lads, to be honest. Thought it was a glorified falling down in a worse way.
It didn't need to be called the Joker.
No, it could have just been a movie about a manic depressive.
Yeah.
And they literally just tried to buy off the DC fans.
But I loved it. I thought it was great. It was my favorite movie of the year when it came out.
I like Joaquin Phoenix. I like Robert De Niro. Just wasn't for me.
I'll definitely go see the second one.
I won't.
I will.
Even though it's a musical.
Yeah.
I like musicals, so it'd be great. Give me another argument for your picks there, lads.
Well, one is ridiculously similar looking to an extent. One is significantly a better actress than the other one, although I do like Mila Kunis. And one has a bigger name that's going to draw people in than Mila Kunis coming back to acting now. Vanessa Williams had a big name coming in.
Yeah.
But she was only this was her first movie role, if I remember correctly.
No.
Yeah.
There was 2 or 3 of them before it.
Sure?
And she was also a TV actress. She had a big name coming in.
Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. Mila Kunis has done TV. You know, but I just think that she could do that. She's not necessarily a damsel in distress, you know. Yeah, I don't like arguing for points. I really don't.
I mean, I've never seen Mila Kunis do really an action movie.
So now's the time to do it. You know. There you
No,
go.
but sure, you could say that about any actress that you put in.
Yeah.
I could put Zendaya in there and go, I've never seen her do action, but
you'd
she
get
could
an
do
automatic
it.
point if you put Zendaya in there.
Do you know what I mean? You could just turn around and say anyone could do it. You put
Anyway.
fucking put Christy Brown in there and be like, he could do it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get a point for that then.
Why wouldn't you? The argument's the same.
Because you were being silly then. So
I do like some silly.
silly putty.
Honda Christie.
I just think that she'd be an interesting pick to do it.
I mean, neither of them are bad picks. Um,
And I kept to the same race.
Which you don't have to.
I didn't say you did, but Sherlock seemed to.
I'm gonna have to give it to Greg.
God bless my argumentative self.
And unfortunately, King, that means you have been erased.
And you know what? Even if I lose the last two, it'll be the two best words in the English language.
That's why King
Default.
has been erased.
I can't believe you wasted that on me. I was going to do that at the end of the show, Larry.
Yeah, I had to get it in there. I knew someone was going to. See, and that's the cheesy Arnie line we have from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have to go into the final two. And we're not doing Schwarzenegger last.
No.
What?
Or sorry, we're not doing him first. Sorry, we're not doing him now.
Oh,
Apologies.
I was going to say, what?
We'll go with Robert. Why not? Let's
Yeah,
go with
Robert,
Scott Cam.
Robert De Guerre and De Guerre and something.
Mr. Khan himself.
What an actor, lads. What an actor.
Yeah, fantastic.
Absolutely.
And I love my pick here, I'm not going to lie.
You're up, King.
Yeah, I'm happy with my pick, but again, it doesn't really matter. So I went with Sam Rockwell.
Ooh,
You can never go wrong with a Sam Rockwell pick.
that's my backup.
Okay.
That was my backup. And I have an argument as to why it was my backup. I went with Woody Harrelson.
I considered
Right, okay.
it. I went because if you have Rockwell, who's a little bit younger than Thing, James Caan is a 15-year veteran on top of Schwarzenegger's character in this. When Schwarzenegger comes in, he's a 15-year vet.
See, if you're going on that kind of thing, James Caan was 56.
Doesn't matter. It's not about the actor itself.
So
It's
what
the
is
story.
it about?
So you're going to go. It depends on who you
you're
bring
telling
in.
me Rockwell can't be a 15-year veteran? Like,
You can, but can you picture Sam Rockwell at this minute? Arnie is still cast, right? Can you picture Sam Rockwell battering Arnie
well,
around on top of that crane?
if Arnie is still cast, I can't see anyone that we're going to pick for this role battering
No,
him around.
but you're saying at this minute in time we haven't recast Arnie, have we?
Well, you haven't unveiled your one yet, so.
No, I haven't. But
So,
Arnie is still the main character at this minute in time,
right,
correct?
so who have you got?
I have Woody Harrelson.
Okay.
Ted kind of lost it in the back half here. He went with Mads Mikkelsen.
I do like Mads Mikkelsen. I just
not for this role though. Yeah.
He could have been a good William actually.
Maybe.
Probably a bit too small of a role.
Tom went with John Hamm.
He was my backup as well.
I'm really happy with mine. I went with the Tooch.
Okay, yeah. That's a good show.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Stanley Tucci.
I
Love
like
the
that.
Tooch.
Do you know what? I've just thought of the best William Donahue. John Turturro.
The Toro is always good.
Can I change my pick?
I'm giving that one to King. I'm not too keen on Harrelson in that role.
I went with the age to try and keep it higher so I can have a little bit of
fair.
wiggle room.
That's fair. And now we have the man himself, the lead, the big name. Champ.
The big one.
Who did you recast this time for, Arnie?
I mean, as you said, this is the most un-Arnie movie ever. So like it would have been easy to put The Rock in. Nowhere near the right person for this role.
No roles right for The Rock.
I used Batista last week because it was a more stern and serious one. Yeah. This one I went a little bit more out there, and he's done a couple of action movies where he plays this kind of character now. I went with Chris Hemsworth here.
Okay.
Obviously, Extraction 2 and stuff come out.
Extraction 2, I'm sorry, I only watched it recently. Oh
Didn't watch
my
it.
God, it's not good.
I didn't like the first one, but
I like the first one. Honestly, I don't know if you've watched it or not, King.
Oh.
There's at one stage he's getting shot at, and he hides behind a ladder to
What?
stop bullets.
Oh my God.
Can I just put points up now here?
A fucking ladder.
Christmas champ Tom has a very bold statement to make about Extraction. And in his words that he said multiple times to me in work, that Extraction is better than Rambo. That's our Christmas champ, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an automatic ban from the show.
Yeah, I was about to say, Tom's not coming back.
He's
He said
forfeiting
it.
his Christmas title.
Him's words.
Hemsworths.
Those are his last words. I don't even want to give his pick now.
You should give us a pick before mine, actually. That's a punishment.
Well, it'll probably be better.
Ooh.
What did you go with, King?
Well, do you know something? I will be happy if it ends up in default because, whatevs.
Why? It's the same result.
Doesn't matter. I'm used to losing at this stage, Greggy. You're the GOAT. We've always said it, so don't be worrying. I went with someone who there's a little bit of humor in this film with Arnie, it's little bits, like small little bits, and I went with someone who you could pick as an action hero. I went with John Cena because he has the comedy timing as well and the action. So that's who I went with.
And you'd gotten a point off Ted because that's where Ted went.
I like what Cena's trying to become. I do,
Yeah.
and I think he's a decent actor, but I think he's too comedic for this one. He might have been a good shout last week in Commando. This role is probably a bit more serious than
I don't know
some of it.
As I said, Ted went there with Cena as well, and Tom went with Chris Pratt, which maybe
Chris Pratt?
Maybe 10 years ago, but not now.
What do you mean maybe 10 years ago? How old is Chris Pratt, lads?
I'm not saying it's because of his age. I'm saying because of his
star power.
His star power, his...
Hold on, lads. Hold on. His star power. You're talking about his star power, and you're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger being the main person in this movie.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt's a huge name.
Not as big as he was 10 years ago.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far now.
He's not in the show anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Myself, my backup there was Richard Madden. I was kind of gone out there and I was like, he mightn't be the biggest name, but I like Richard Madden.
No, don't like that one.
But I settled on Jason Momoa.
Okay.
Yeah. I get that one. I could see that.
Action star.
Yeah.
It works.
Can do
Have you seen him? Have you seen him in Fast 10?
I haven't gotten to see Fast 10 yet.
The movie's not good, right? Put it this way.
But he's
Jason Momoa is fantastic.
So if I can get a clip on YouTube where it's just all his bits, then that's happy. I'm happy to see that.
And there's some good action in it to watch. Like it's just one of them ones you put on in the background.
Fair. Well, it is going to be the sweetest words in the English language.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that means I carry on. Le champion. To take the title, you've got to beat the champ.
That's true. That's true. Although technically I didn't lose, so I'm not too sour about it this week.
Did you win the title?
No, that's fine.
Well, then it's a loss.
Once it's not a loss.
That's why it's called Champion's Advantage.
Believe me, King, if anyone knows what it feels like to lose on Champion's Advantage, it's me.
Yeah. I know. So we've more in common than just our name, yeah.
No, that's it. So next week, lads, I'm back in the hot seat. It's been a while.
Well, will you be or will you be sick again? Because you're afraid to get an ass whooping. The champ's been away for a while. Now he's coming back with a vengeance. 1 week back.
Well, we did for a while. We were going through a couple of Tarantino films. So I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball here, Greg.
No, hold on. King picks the movie. Why are you trying to curveball at me? Are you trying to give yourself the advantage here?
Yeah.
What the hell is this shit? I'm the champion. I get the fucking advantage. How about I give you the movie?
I want to beat you.
Go on then. King, are you happy to let him try and have his advantage?
Yeah, go on, give him a go. Go on.
It's been a while, right? Give me a shot.
Let's go, Sherlock. Come on.
And look,
give yourself the advantage here. Come on.
And look, Greg. When I beat you, at least you'll have the excuse.
What happens if I beat you at your own game?
Well, then I'm just out of practice.
More bragging rights.
I mean, let's be fair. You created the show. You came up with the idea. And have you lost more than everybody on this show? I think so.
Probably. Yeah, I'm just.
Probably only because you've been doing it longer than me. That's all I'd say.
That's the ideas, man. That's all. The ideas.
Let's go on. Enlighten me. Let's put the gauntlet down. Go on. Let's play the game.
So, a bit of a curveball. This is one that was written by El Tarantino. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going true romance, baby.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, I'm not making it completely.
If this isn't one of the most Sherlock movies that's been picked.
Right? It's not completely advantage of my court. Let's face it. We're still doing the game, but I mean, True Romance is a movie I've been kicked tied around and thrown in here.
A phenomenal movie.
It's one that we all like, I think, in the group anyway. So
exactly.
It was last time I checked on it. It was up over 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff.
Probably. It's a great flick.
Before we knock it off, let me just go and check. True Romance.
Brad Pitt's debut film as well, I think.
1993. It's 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, lads, right?
There you go.
93%. And it is 93% on the critics and 93% on the audience.
That's a rarity.
It's very rare,
yeah. Yeah, I do think it was Brad Pitt's debut film as well.
Would it have been?
I think so. It was either that or Thelma or Louise.
Let's just check that before we go off. Brad Pitt's first movie was not Fight Club. Put it that way.
It was the lovable stoner.
Good old Google. What was Brad Pitt's first movie? Fight Club. Fuck off.
Can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, Cutting Class was his first one. 1989. He gained recognition. Thelma and Louise in 91, and A River Runs Through It in 92. So second, but his first big role.
Thelma and Louise was his first big role, and then would have been this.
No, River Runs Through It first.
Oh, big role.
This is phenomenal. This movie.
Yeah, he's great.
Should be fun.
Well, the whole movie is great. Christian Slater's phenomenal.
Oh, he's so good.
There's a Patricia Arquette as well.
Yeah.
It's just like this have to be a 9-parter, will it? 7, 9?
It's a Tarantino written movie, so there's lots of cast. There's a big cast on it, so it's
his old boy Samuel L's in there.
Naturally.
Second most used character by Tarantino.
Yeah.
Sherlock's out there trying to work it out himself. Come on, thesis man.
Madsen.
Nope. Come on, Tarantino, man. You've done a Tarantino thing for your thesis. Come on. Himself, yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there.
I argued myself to the ground in a quiz and work one time about that. They were like, it's Samuel L. And I was like, you're wrong. And we ended up losing by a point, and I went off the rails on it. I was like, you fucked me over here, lads.
Yeah, they did.
He's in every movie.
He's in all his movies.
All 10 of them.
All
all 9 of them.
9 1/4. He directed 1/4 of 4 Rooms.
Doing 1/4 of what?
A film called 4 Rooms.
So he done that scene in Sin City as well. He done the Josh Hartnett
Well,
story, didn't he?
he did that. He did that scene, yeah. But there's a film called
That's all it was.
there's a film called Four Rooms, and it's literally four parts of a movie, and a different director does a quarter each.
Oh no.
It's
I
very
wouldn't count
interesting.
that. That's like doing a TV show. Well, sure, we've
It's
seen what
ve-
happened with the Star Wars prequel with that, or the newest
It's
ones.
basically a different cast for each quarter as well, but there's just one or two characters that's got current all the way through it. It's actually a pretty good thing to watch
I'll
if
give it
you
a
like
look.
Tarantino stuff. Four Rooms, not bad.
Cool.
Anyway, sorry for stealing, giving the movie out there, King. I had to get your romance in there.
It's okay.
He's trying to cheat his way to victory already. He's setting the stipulations, so when the champ smacks him out of it.
Well, I mean, if you're the champ, like you say, you shouldn't have a problem with that. So
I'm all right. I accepted the challenge.
let's see how that goes. Until next week.
Alrighty, well, there we go, lads. Greg continues on. Until next week.
Adios, folks.
Shalom, lads.